Hi there, guys and gals. We have been still cooking it pretty good, and we end up making pretty much the whole rocker. Now, cost efficient, yes. Time efficient, not really. We end up making pretty much the whole piece here, except for this little piece, all the way up to the front. Underneath, the whole nine. We had to seam it there, and the reason why it's cost efficient is because I paid like $110 for that big old sheet, and it was dented. Just know this, you're probably going to dent and bend it and all this other stuff. Metal, you can straighten back out. So don't worry about little dings and dangs in it whenever you get it by the sheet. Try to get it as good as you can so you don't have to work it that much, but nonetheless, if you can't get it perfect, don't worry about it. So we also had ground down this. See how much more gooder that looks? I welded in a couple of holes that I had right there. I think I did it on the driver's side too. Yeah. See, we ground it all down, got it almost flush. That there, we have nearly flush. And we got this whole seam here, this whole patch, one piece of metal that honestly, if you like factor that in, it's probably 37 cents worth of metal. That is a hashtag winning, because I don't know how much that door jamb is or how big of a pain in the butt it is to replace, but we didn't do either. So we have this pretty much done. I got to fit one little piece up at the top right there. Then we moved to the fender that we had cut out, and since we got the wrong piece of metal sitting over there, we're going to try to see if we can't make it work somehow with magic and a hammer. Yeah, that sounds good. And then we will be removing the floor, not the whole floor, but like we're going to do sections. This is pretty much going to be the whole piece, and you know, the driver's side might actually end up being almost the whole piece, and then we're going to have to patch the stuff here in the rear. We're going to have to make our own stuff, but I was making my own patterns. As you can see, this goes to up there where that little notch is. We have to grind it and make it fit just perfect. We did it with tape and a marker. It's not going to come out perfect, just know that. You're going to have to fit it, you're going to have to do, you know, some things. The best thing, remember the flappy disc I showed you? Whenever you're doing big areas, such as this whole guy right here, these, pretty much anywhere where you can really dig in and let it eat, lose the tool that I'm going to tell you about. Dang it, are you kidding me? There it is. So Harbinese Freight sells the big flapper disc. If I didn't use them all, hold on, just give me a second. These guys here, holy cow, dude, these things eat, and they eat well. Straight money. It took all of those grinds down in seconds on this big grinder. Also, if you're looking for an absolute amazing cutoff wheel, yes, they're expensive. Yes, they are 185% worth it. These things here, they sell them on the Harbinese Freight website. They are just vicious. Yeah, you're going to spend quite a bit more, but you're going to actually spend less. Does that make sense? Because if you're buying good blades, and there's 5 of those, I have smoked through 8 of these. Smoked through them. I mean, just in this work that I've done, that's still #1 blade there, and it's still plenty sharp. It's got like a diamonds in there, so you know, you got bling bling too. So take that as you will. We're calling it a night though, because it's working on 12:30ish, and believe it or not, sometimes these long days and nights just catch up to old dad. especially when you got to get up at like 4:30. Yeah, that's a thing. All right, kids, so we ain't even going to worry about that little patch tonight. We're going to get it tomorrow, and we're not going to worry about grinding down these welds. Really, I just really wanted to show you how good it does. This was like 30 seconds worth of work. Ground her down flat, and if this metal sticks up just a little bit, knock it down with that same flapper disc. It is amazing. Save yourself some time, and buy plenty of those things, because they're Harbor freight and they do get eaten up pretty good, but they do one heck of a job whenever they're doing their thing. So that's it for that, and we're going to come back tomorrow night, hopefully finish up the fender patch, and then we will start on the ever-loving floors. Ugh. I'm telling you, I'm going to have to like spend more money on more gooder cars to restore. The frames and the floor replacement is getting old, dude. I'm just saying it. And I at least have it to do on at least one more, possibly two more. I don't know. I haven't even got to look at the old Chevelle yet. But anyway, we'll come back tomorrow night, morning, whatever you want to call it. Do this again. I'll show you some more progress. And hopefully we have all of the rocker done and the fender. That would really make it more good. I'm going to show you how we're going to try to take the wrong fender piece and make it more gooder and work for us. So wish us luck. We're calling it a night. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Hi there, kids. More happy fun time coming at you. So do you remember whenever they sent me the wrong fender patch? If not, they sent me the wrong fender patch. I needed the driver's side. They sent me the passenger one. But if you just saw it in the background, yep, we made it work. Want to see how? So, I kid you not, I drew it out. I used tape and a blue shop rag. And I had drawn it on there. And then I traced it on the actual piece that they had made and cut it out. And you know, here's the truth that I'm gonna tell you. A 94% in like any kind of school for me, man, old dad was in the clear. We're golden, pony boy. 94 is great as a percentage. However, on eBay, it's not that great of a percentage, because that's the rating of the person that I bought that from. The part and quality of what he sent was really nice for the driver's side that I don't need. And I double checked myself to make sure I got the right one, which is the right one, the right side, and I absolutely did. So we just took it and bent it as needed, and we wanted this bend, you know. I actually matched it up on the driver's side, and it matched up beautifully. On this car, apparently the passenger side has taken a lot of rust abuse. We end up replacing nearly the whole rocker. We made it, don't get me wrong, but we replaced almost all of it except this little area, and underneath almost all of it. I mean, woof, okay? Just woof. I did not see that coming. I knew this side was beat up more than the driver, but I didn't know it was to that extent. But we're still cooking along. We're kicking its butt. I'm really proud and glad that I could make this patch work, because I was seriously worried, thinking, man, that's like, I don't remember how much I paid for that. It was a good little bit, because if you've ever priced Pontiac, Buick, Oldsmobile, anything as far as body parts, unless you go to Restoration World, which I don't know if they have this or not. Probably should check with them. But anyway, the fenders, quarter panels, and pretty much anything for those are crazy if you can find them. So, lo and behold, we got on the Amazonian site, found nothing. Found brand new fenders for like 500 bucks. Nope, we ain't putting a fender on this. This is a budget car. This is a budget car that we're going to build just like you guys can build. You guys can do any of this stuff. I don't have all the fancy tools. The fanciest thing I have is probably my welder. That sucker is money. And you don't have to have this one. I got off of Marketplace like 8 years ago. That's not even a joke. And lucky for me, it's still been a good one. I've used it quite a bit. I've ran like 3 tanks of gas off of it, almost 4 now, because I keep buying rust buckets anyway. But it's been a real good one. So you can still find good stuff on the old Marketplace. Just please do everyone a favor. If you're really not going to buy it, don't pester the crap out of them. I mean, for Pete's sake. I don't even want to list cars for sale on there anymore, because they just bother the heck out of you for like 12 days, or maybe like 1 full day, and then just stop messaging you. Like, you might even come up with an agreement price, and they're like, oh, okay, well, look, I got to get a hold of you tomorrow, okay? Is that cool? Sure, man, sounds fine. And they ghost you. I mean, big time. I don't care if you don't want it. That's fine. Just, you know. Just, yeah. Anyway. So, we are doing floors next. We can gladly say the whole outside of the car, can I say it? I'm going to say it, is now metal. No longer Bondo. Thank God. That means we can start on some real deal, holy stuff. Yeah, just, that's the floor, boys and girls. And yep, that one is too. And yeah. I kind of got a little bit of ADD action going on, and like started cutting on a little bit, and I thought, dude, let's get the outside done first. Let's accomplish one really good thing, and then move to that. So this week we got the whole outside done, rough worked in, but it's still complete, okay? And remember, if you're not working on these things, guys, they're not going to get done. I promise you. There's not going to be some mechanic fairy fly in and do your magical bidding for you while you sleep. Just saying. But we're gonna call it a night, because it's been a very productive week. We got all kind of stuff done on this. We're really proud that we got that rocker done. This and that fender patch was the goal for this week, and we got it. And then just a little extra. The little extra was we actually started cutting on the floor a little bit, and we made that fender patch work. That was the other big plus. So yeah, I've been yakking way too long. I apologize, it's late and I'm a little slap happy. It's been a long, hot week here in Ohio, but I'll take it over the cold any day of the week, I promise you. Give me 80 and 90 degree days any day over winter. Just saying it. I can always go outside and enjoy, you know, the nice cool breeze that might blow through eventually. But anyway, we're going to get started on the floors, and don't give up if they send you the wrong part and nobody seems to make the passenger side. Modify it, make it work. We just did it. You can do it too. So, the outside body is complete. We're going to call that a wrap. If you guys have any questions, please shoot them down there. I'll do my best to answer you. Don't be a troll like some of these people asking about a video that I did like, I don't know, 4 years ago on an IROC, chiming in whenever you don't know what the heck you're talking about. I don't care if you ask questions, but you know, whenever you're trying to say that, hey, dude, your video's useless, answer the guy's question, and I've already answered it. Stay in your lane, okay? I'm just saying, stay in your lane. I don't work for you, big bro. And you also replied on a mini short reel. That is just a prequel to what the show was about. So hashtag you lose again. Get out of your mom's basement, and we'll see the rest of you that actually really do like cars and trucks and apparently rusty crap that hillbillies keep repairing. Anyway, y'all have a good one, and we'll see you next time here on Right Turn Garage TV. It's going to get exciting next week. I can't wait to get Flores in it. We'll see you. Have a great one.